Welcome to day 18. The title for today's series is Early Literacy Foundation. Reading begins before formal instruction. Good day, distinguished educators, students, researchers, and professionals in early childhood education. I am Dr. Bashir Ali Muhammad, and this is day 18 of our 90-day professional and structured engagement on early childhood behavior, empowerment, and learning. As usual, let me begin with a direct question. When does reading truly begin? Is it when a child enters primary one or when the child first holds a textbook? The truth is, reading begins long before formal instruction. Today's message is clear. Early literacy is built through exposure, interaction, sound awareness, and meaningful engagement with language. First, what are early literacy foundations? Early literacy includes skills that prepare a child for successful reading and writing. These include listening comprehension, vocabulary development, print awareness, phonological awareness, story understanding, love for books. Before a child decodes words, the child must understand language. Comprehensions precede decoding. If a child can pronounce words without understanding them, literacy remains shallow. True literacy requires meaning. Second, print awareness and environmental exposure. Children begin reading readiness when they recognize that print carries meaning. Words are read from left to right. Letters represent sound. Books have structure. This can be developed through level classroom objects, word walls, name cards, storybooks, environmental print. When children see print regularly, familiarity develops. Familiarity builds confidence. Confidence supports fluency. Third, phonological awareness. The phonological awareness is dealing with the sounds of language. This is the sound of language. One of the strongest predictors of reading success is phonological awareness. This is the ability to recognize rhymes, identify beginning sound, segment syllables, blend sounds. For example, recognizing that CAT and HAT rhymes, identifying the first sound in ball, clapping syllables in banana. These sound skills prepare the brain for decoding. Without phonological awareness, reading becomes mechanical and difficult. Sound awareness must be playful and interactive, not stressful. A practical illustration for today's series: imagine two approaches to teaching early reading. In approach A, children memorize entire word without understanding sound. In approach B, children engage in rhyming games, sound blending, storytelling, and later sound matching. Which approach builds stronger literacy foundation? Understanding sound symbol, relationship strengthens decoding. Memorization without understanding weakens transfer skills. Literacy must be systematic and meaningful. Fourth, the role of storytelling. Storytelling is one of the most powerful literacy tools in early childhood. Through storytelling, children develop vocabulary, sequencing skills, listening attention, imagination, narrative understanding. Asking questions during stories improve comprehension. Questions such as, what do you think will happen next? Why did the character act that way? How would you solve the problem? Discussion builds literacy. Reading should be interactive, not passive. As usual, reflection for educators. Ask yourself, do I prioritize comprehension over memorization? Do I teach sound awareness regularly? Do I expose children to books daily? Do I encourage storytelling and discussion? Early literacy must be joyful. Pressure weakens motivation. Motivation strengthens engagement. Let's apply for this to see the result tomorrow. Tomorrow, introduce one rhyming game, one sound identification activity, one interactive storytelling session. Encourage children to speak, predict and explain. Language practice strengthens literacy development. Look at this with deeper insight. Children who develop strong literacy foundation early read with confidence, understand text more deeply, write more clearly, engage more actively in academic tasks. Literacy is the gateway to all other subjects. Weak literacy limit overall achievement. Strong literacy expand opportunity. In conclusion, reading is not simply decoding symbols. It's not a constructing meaning alone. It's beyond a just mere assimilation of printed text or symbol. Early childhood education must nurture listening, must nurture speaking, sound awareness, love for books, confidence in expression. If the foundation is strong, formal reading instruction becomes smoother. If the foundation is weaker, struggle follow. Tomorrow we move into another essential theoretical dimension, that is learning theories in early childhood, behaviorism, and the constructivism in practice. I remain Dr. Bashir Ali Muhammad. Thank you for attention. See you on day 19.